All right, guys. What's up? It's Friday, last day of the week. Yesterday, obviously, was not a great day. Lost about 700, but made about 700 today. So between the 2 days, I am pretty break even here. But today was really great. Didn't really trade that much, so hopefully this will be a pretty short recap today. But yeah, as you can see, Neo was really the main one. I'm trying to think if that was my first trade. I think it was. So let's just go to it because the others aren't that really aren't that important. So this one, as you can see, I didn't get actually the best entry on it. It was, again, kind of that one eye on the market situation. And this one I bought a dip. This is feeling like the third or fourth time that I've tried to kind of buy into support on Neo, and it just seems to just crash through with really no respect for any sort of levels here at all, which was certainly annoying. Although when you look at what the market was doing at this time, it was moving down. Neo was looking really like it was looking like a leader to the upside on kind of this push here, this bounce in the market. The market was seeing a little bit of a bounce, so I wanted to get long into this dip, but again, it just broke right through and then came all the way down. And as it came down through here, I kind of missed my. The problem with buying into VWAP is how much room do you want to give it? You know, typically if you're buying in front of support, then the answer is that if it breaks below that support, then you're out of the trade. But in this case, as you can see, 41.39 I was in, so really right at that VWAP level, and then in just a matter of seconds it broke kind of below that, and then quickly came lower here. I suppose my stop could have been maybe 41.17, this bottom right here, but again, just really no support there, so just breaking through, and as it came down here, the stop becomes this low right here. And as you can see, so this is kind of the benefit of not setting a hard stop and kind of having more of a mental stop, is that on this, as it came down here, it did wick below this level, but the candle kind of closes above that spot right here. And then in the next candle we get that bounce, and then all of a sudden, again, looking for that move back toward VWAP, which we get here, and then with one eye on the market, seeing that the market is showing signs of strength, and then this candle right here and coming up here, putting in this higher low. This is really crucial, exactly what I wanted it to do, rather than kind of come up here and then fade, and then the target would be this low again, and then a new low. So instead of, this was really the turnaround spot, because you have this high here, and then a lower low potentially, but more like a double bottom, as this turns out to be just another higher low and then higher highs here. So again, you want to look for that kind of stair-stepping back into an uptrend rather than a downtrend. So this was kind of that spot right here, market looking really strong, and then I was really good about not taking profits too early on it. I did take a fifth of the position out right here, but again, not taking profits like right here or here, you know, staying in this trade and really kind of refining my target on this, which the first target was right here in front of 42, and I took my profit 41.98, which is, I believe, the high of this wick right here. So good exit there, technically speaking. And then you know, getting out some more shares here as it did come down and test this kind of 200, or this previous high right here. We got a nice bounce and then back into an uptrend here. And at this point, I kind of knew that into lunchtime, you know, volume kind of coming out of it a little bit. At this point, it's pretty clear that the market is now, I mean, there's a clear distinction in volume and momentum in the morning period when things are moving very quickly, very fast, and so you have this kind of hectic period where, and I will say, at this bottom right here, I was down on the trade, you know, as you can see, almost $500, because this is almost $1 per share. So I was down almost $500 on this trade at one point. But again, this candle closing above this level, very crucial. And then, as I was saying, as we come into lunchtime, excuse me, it becomes rather clear that Neo is going to be up on the day. I can say that with some confidence, as it's holding these levels on lower volume, and there were some kind of, you know, there's typical stair-stepping action as you have in an uptrend, and actually my last 100 shares, 43.35 on this very last candle of the day. So yeah, really just a solid trade here on this one, and kind of a trade that took all day. And what's ironic about it too, is yesterday I had a trade that I was in all day on the other side of things, where it didn't work in my favor, and I was in the trade all day, and I talked about how bag holding is a mistake and blah 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 blah. But this one I stuck around in this trade for the whole day because I could see that NEO was looking really strong, and in an obvious, it was kind of spending all day at highs of the day, and showing really no sign of weakness. These kind of temporary moves down are just part of a natural uptrend, and so it's when you can recognize that, that allows you to stay in trades. And if you can see here too, even if you would set your stop right below every high or low, so in other words, set your stop here, and then as it comes up, that's where your stop is. As it comes down here, you would not have gotten stopped out, right? It comes close but no cigar. Back up here, and then your stop becomes right here. Puts in another low here, and then your stop becomes here. Comes up again, another low here, doesn't stop you out. So again, even if you set your stop below each one of these lows here, you'd be in this trade all day. And so yeah, really a nice trade on this. One entry and a whole bunch of exits, and that's typically, when you see that, it's most likely a really good trade, and it's obviously very just aesthetically pleasing. Although the entry isn't the best, I will admit, and yeah, I was down significantly on this trade at one point, and I will say that yeah, that was rather stressful, because when I was down that much on the trade, again, $500, I was not feeling good because I was down 700 yesterday. So I definitely wanted to bounce back today, and I'm glad that this one worked out for me. Yeah, I feel like when it does work out, I've pretty much nailed staying in a trade and getting good exits on it, and feel like that right now is a strength for me. A weakness is cutting positions. I needed to cut positions quicker, but it's trades like these that kind of reinforce my bad habit of not getting out of trades, because you can see I didn't stop out of this one, which, trust me, it was difficult to stay in this one as it came down here, down almost $1 per share on it. So anyway, yeah, beautiful trade here. And then let's go over AMC and Tesla just really briefly. AMC, I tried this one to the upside right here. I got in and out just super quick. I bought a dip on this 1376, came down here, set this low, and I said, all right, that's my stop, that's the spot where I'll just get out, and I'm taking pretty small risk, only 500 shares on a cheap stock. Comes down right here, stop me out, whatever, I'm out of the trade. Whatever, not a big deal. I just kind of wanted to see if this one would run with the market just rather quickly, just if it would go, as it was looking strong coming up through EWAP here. I thought it had a good chance. I really like the daily chart on this one. I think AMC on Monday, I really think $15–16, if not more, is realistic. I think even $20 could be realistic. Anyway, so yeah, that's AMC. That was the only trade I took on it. $40 loss, not a big deal. Tesla, I tried this one a couple times, just with really small share size. Again, NEO was the main trade. This one's a little frustrating now that I look at it here, because I had the right idea, but again, my stop was on this. I was not going to let it go all the way down to this low here, because that would have been a $10 loss, $10 per share loss on 25 shares. That's a $250 loss. I didn't want to give it that much room, so I didn't. So I bought this here, and then I set my stop at 33.29, I believe, or 33 something. I don't remember. Whatever the low of this candle was, I thought I set my stop there, but it looks like 33.34. I was out. 633.34. Anyway, so it stopped me out, and then, as you can see, just a really nice run up. This would have put me up $20 per share up here, on 25 shares. That's 500 bucks right there. So I missed out on that. This was a nice trade though. Technically speaking, this was a nice trade, nice setup here. You have this kind of descending wedge. That's a bullish setup. And so I said, well, if we break out of this wedge, I'll buy. So yeah, I bid at this one, and because we got that break there, bought on a pullback and was up on this trade briefly here. Got some shares out, but ultimately my exits on this weren't the best as it came up here. I think I was looking at Neo at the time or something. I was looking in another trade, whatever. And then as it came all the way down, it just retraced too much. I said, all right, I'm not gonna let this one, let me just get out in the green. So that's what I did. From this trade I was red as I stopped out here, and then this trade kind of put me back just green on the stock, and so that was a good place to be. So I said, all right, that's it. I'll just get out here with my last 15 shares. It did kind of chop around here and then have this surge up to almost 660 here toward the close. So definitely I missed an opportunity to get out here and here, but whatever. Not too unhappy with that. At most I probably could have sucked $100 more out of the trade, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so those were my trades from today. What? I want to join the Austin chat room. You're in it, dude. Nice trade on Neo. Austin does not binge drink. 21 soon. No, I am 21. I'm already 21. I'm not sure where you're getting your information, but no, I turned 21 last November. So anyway, yeah, that's it, guys. Unless you have any questions or whatever, I'll be back on Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you do enjoy the recaps, because I do these every single day, 5:40. I know it was a little late today, but 5:40 p.m. Eastern time. And I will be back on Monday, and I guess I can show you quickly March. This week's been pretty up and down, with up basically 700 today. It puts me up on the week, but only barely, up just a few $100 on the week. And yes, last week I was off to a good start too, and kind of stalled out toward the end. So anyway, March overall has been okay, but a solid week next week would really make it that much better. So hopefully next week I can improve. But what I am happy about is I have not had any loss days greater than this loss day right here. 700 is certainly bad, but this is probably my, well, and I don't want to jinx it, so you know what, I better just not even say it. I'm not even gonna say it. Alright guys, come on, hit the like button. What are you guys doing? Alright, but anyway, have a good weekend, guys, and I will be back on Monday. Bye bye.